Hello boys and girls, this is Miss Duffy, and today we are focusing on Unit 3, Week 1. This is our controlled vowels, and what I want you to do is to practice reading over these words many times so that you see them and you can read them quickly. That is going to really help you spell them quickly and accurately as well. So here are our control patterns. They all say like shirt. These are all the patterns that can say There's another one as well. We'll talk about that when we get down to number 13 and 12, Pearl and Learn. This one's the most popular one though, ER. We're going to talk about all of them. They all are R controlled. That means the R is behind the vowel. And that changes it from, say, a closed syllable sound where this would say like echo, to an like shirt. So let's get started. So you've already read the words many times, and you know this word is whirl. So I'm going to use this dot and jot. You can just use a blank piece of paper and map out the word. I really want you to do this. This is important. If you have a map, you're going to know what letters or what graphemes, we call them graphemes because it could be more than one letter, to put down on that sound box. So let's write whirl. Whirl. Ooh is the WH digraph. That's 2 letters, 1 sound. And this is what you're going to memorize by heart. So you put a little heart there. Whirl. The next word is third. Is a digraph, 2 letters, 1 sound. They go on the same bus seat together, and notice the R is behind the vowel, so now this is the vowel. D. Starts like a C, draw a line down, makes a D. Make sure you're starting the D right here. If this gives you trouble, this is what you're going to study this week. This word is girls, so it's a plural. I see the S on the end, but when I write it, I'm just going to write the base word. They call that the free base word. So I'm going to tap out girl. G. Earl. G. Is IR. Sits on the same bus seat together. It's 1 sound, but 2 letters there. And the R is behind the vowel, so that makes it an R-controlled letter. Girl. Here's my last sound. That's easy. I don't have to study this or this. Teacher's going to give a sentence, and she's going to say girls. Sounds like a Z, doesn't it? But you know, it's really an S. I'm not going to put a dot down for that phoneme box because I don't tap out the suffixes. I just write them. And the next word is firm. That's not hard. There's your pattern. Firm. Notice that the R is behind the vowel. Now this whole thing becomes the vowel. I'm going to learn it by heart. I already know these 2 graphemes, these 2 letters that represent the sounds. That's not hard at all, right? Makes it so much easier when you know what to study, because you are already very good at these other parts of the letters. Now for this section, it's the most popular. It's ER. The first word is fern, like out in the garden. There's a fern plant. Fern. They sit on the same bus seat together. Fern. Since it's 1 sound, they have to stay together. Learn that part by heart. You already know that section. Herds. Sounds like a Z, doesn't it? So I'm going to cut that suffix off and just tap out heard. Erd. Teacher will give you a sentence. Heard. Is ER. The R is behind the vowel. Now this is the vowel. Heard. Starts like a C. Draw a line down. Makes a D. In English we write this way, so we always start our letters to keep moving forward. There are herds of animals in the field. We're going to box off the suffix. You can do this on your spelling test. Nobody's going to mind. This is stern. earn. Do you see the difference? This one has 4 phonemes in the base word. So I gave it 4 sound boxes. I'm going to write the letters that correspond with those sounds, called the graphemes, on each of those boxes. Stern. St. That's a blend. 2 letters, 2 sounds. Same bus seat. The R is behind the vowel. Stern. If someone's talking sternly, they're talking very seriously, and they're probably a little mad. So I hope no one speaks sternly to you, that you're doing the right thing. Stern has 4 phonemes. How about serve? Serve. Back to 3. It's the most popular. There's your ER. Now this V, in English we don't like to end in V's, so what they did was they put an E here. The E has no other job, sometimes he does, but not in this word, other than to keep that V upright. So it was pointy in the type press, it used to fall over, they put an E next to it, holds it up. That's why we have an E at the end of serve in English. All right, the next section is our UR section. Make sure you can read all of those words. Hurt. Ert. Again, just 3 phonemes. And this one is a UR. Notice again, the R is behind the vowel. That means this whole thing is your vowel. Hurt. Easy. Nurse. Nurse. Again, just 3 phonemes. What's it gonna be? UR. S. This E is just holding the S up. He's not affecting any other letter in this word. So we're putting it on the same box, the same bus seat, I say, as the S. It would hold the rounded bottom S up in a typesetter print. And the last word in this section is turns, but remember, we're cutting off the suffix. We only tap out base words. Turn. T, earn. T, Practice making all your letters the same size. Will make your handwriting beautiful. Turn. Turns. Sounds like a Z, doesn't it? But it's really the suffix S, and we're going to put a box around it. We do not put a dot down because we don't tap out our suffixes. All right, this last section right here is with a little different pattern for these next 2 words. Learn, earn. See it? It's just 3 phonemes. You know this part. And then is E-A-R in this word. So memorize that. And that's why reading it a lot will help you remember it. Learn. You already know this part. If you're practicing spelling this week, you must write them down. It's not just spelling like orally or in the air, you know, when you're just saying it to someone. You have to write it so your brain remembers how to map the word, and you must put the dots down so you map it correctly. The next word is pearl. Earl. That's easy. Is E-A-R in this word. Memorize that part by heart. Pearl. All right, the last 2 words are O-R. And you can remember that O-R is an R control, and it does sound like sometimes. Word. Word. O-R. D. Starts like a C. Draw a line down, makes a D. Moving that way in English. Word. And world. World. How many phonemes? 4. The blends on this side over here. Do you hear it? Old. You have a lot of D's, so you have to make sure you're writing that correctly. Probably you're going to just focus on that part. The rest of your words are review words. So this week you were studying Unit 3, Week 1, R control, and there are many patterns for the R control, including EAR, ER, IR, UR, and OR. Good luck.